Okay, I'd like to bring this meeting to order for the planning board, Town of Brunswick Planning Board for November 16, 2023. Everybody please rise for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, our agenda this evening is as follows. This is posted on the town website and the town board. Number one, Golden Grain Pizza site plan. Applicant seeks to redevelop an existing building into a pizza restaurant at 585 Brunswick Road. Zephyr Hawk is the applicant. Number two, Walmart site plan amended. Applicant seeks to amend the previously approved site plan in order to relocate the grocery pickup area to the side of the Walmart store located at 760 Hoosick Road. Carolyn A. Howard, PE, representing the Walmart Stores Incorporated, which is the applicant. Okay, our first item of business on our agenda is the review of the minutes of November. The wrong minutes, so I believe it's the 19th, 16th. No, November 2nd, excuse me. The minutes of our meeting on November 2nd. Has everybody had an opportunity to review those? Are there any questions, amendments, changes to those minutes? Okay, hearing none, I will make a motion to approve the minutes as they were submitted. Do I have a second? I'll second. Is there any further discussion on the minutes? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Okay, first on our agenda, Golden Grain Pizza. And as you're coming up here, I'll just kind of review what we did. We did have our public hearing at our last meeting. Public hearing wasn't officially closed. We're required to make written comments on all the written response on all the comments at the public hearing. I believe we have received a copy of that. And I will say this is a little bit of unusual response, because it seems to be verbatim from our minutes. So we're going to have to go through this tonight, find out whether these are adequate responses to questions. So, Mike, you can go through this with us.
Sure. Yes, good evening. He's a protege. He's learning to go. He's Zephyr's son. Nick Costa from Advanced Engineering. Zephyr is the applicant. Young son to him. Yeah, we replied to the comments, and they are verbatim to the minutes, but they are what the replies were.
Yeah, we went into some detail on each one of these during our session,
Yes.
the regular meeting. So I can understand that. It is unusual. So, let's make sure everything is going to respond to properly and move forward.
Yeah, that's fine. So, you want to roll comment for comment?
Yeah, let's just, just highlight the comment and then the response.
Sure. So the neighbor on Portland Street asked for the hours of operation, and Mr. Rock replied that it's 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And was the same neighbor asked where, how the people would get from the additional parking. So to the, not get to the additional parking, how those people would be kept from going on to the adjacent properties, because she's worried, she's one of the adjacent owners. We explained that there's a slope that would have to be managed, and there's also an existing stockade fence, and the parking would be closer to the gas station. So on the map, you can see that the lot is, the shape of the lot is basically a square, but the parking is kept towards the rear of the.
Can you identify Mr. Costa's residence?
That would be, this is my parents' house.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
because
You don't want to- you want to
the
go-
person making your comment, I'm sorry.
I believe it was a couple. Or,
I'm sorry.
That's all right. No, no problem. So, the Christy Fraunhofer, who lives at 7209 Avenue, that the Roxy Cleaner was a dry cleaning facility, and if there was any chemicals, dry cleaning chemicals still in the building, and if remediation was decided to do it. And implied by there are no chemicals in the building, and there were no spills, no spills that occurred at the site during the operation.
Any known spills have to be reported to DEC?
New York State DC, yes. And
There is none on record.
no, that's correct. And I think Mr. Wolski had pointed out that when the search was done for the environmental assessment form, which was done online with the existing databases, the results under if there is any locations of spills, either on the site or within a certain radius, would come up. There's nothing that has come up in that search.
And you stated that like a safety thing?
Yes,
would come in and
yes,
move on a regular basis?
yes. The Vic Vahed Shahidi, Vic Shahidi, who was the owner of this parcel and operated the Roxy Cleaners. He was contracted with safety clean, and they would come and pick up the exhausted chemicals and bring the new chemicals. Ms. Fraunhofer also questioned the pedestrian walking across and along the Night Avenue. I explained to her the traffic pattern and also the signage that we are going to be installing to alert the drivers on both people going towards Brunswick Street and away from Brunswick Street on the Night Avenue that there's pedestrian crossings. And we're also going to be installing a sidewalk from the parking area to Brunswick Street so that people can come and enter the front of the building. So, all the activity to enter the building should be through the front. There was mention by Mr. Fraunhofer about lighting pollution and also whether that has effect on wildlife, especially. And we the lighting, we will be installing lighting, but all the lighting that will be installed will be, will actually be height 18 feet, and that lighting will be cast down 15 feet. I'm sorry, 15 feet, thank you. 15 feet. And it'll be cast down and will not result in light pollution to the adjacent properties.
Right?
She also was concerned with the traffic, because of pass-through traffic in the neighborhood. We explained that access to vehicle traffic to the Golden Grange will only be from the front of Brunswick Street. And Mr. Rock also explained that most of the customers park in front of the restaurant at the one of two locations. Our neighbor from 14 Portland Street, she requested how many parking spots would be in the additional parking area. I mentioned, it's not stated there, but I mentioned to that we originally had 6 spaces. However, after further discussions with Mr. Bradley, we have 8 spaces. And they're shown on the table now.
Now, up in the corner of that map, there's these plantings that you would intend to do to mitigate that
Yes.
exposure. I don't recall who made that comment.
It was, I believe it was, Ms.
Not the neighbor. Yeah.
The neighbor at 74. And there is a fence there, there's a stockade fence. Mr. Rock voluntarily said that we place some plants there, and they were showing them in the revised drawings.
Thank you.
You won't. Then we get into the responses to the planning board comments.
Actually, that's really not necessary. That's
Okay.
documented in the minutes.
Yes.
Obviously. And our responses are not connected particularly to the response to the public. So you've satisfied your requirement to respond to all the public hearing comments. The other stuff is helpful, but it's not necessary.
Right, it's part of the review.
Yeah. Okay, does anybody have any question on any of these public hearing comments and responses to? Okay. Does anybody have any further comments on our discussion? I know I'm going to ask Wayne whether he's had a chance to review the new plans and whether everything seems to be in order that we discussed before.
I did have a chance to review the site plan. I do have some questions for the applicant, and some comments.
Okay.
You've added drainage. So you're collecting sheet flow from the parking area into those stone diaphragms. It's 6-inch perf pipe that comes back to a catch basin on Oneida Avenue. That's a new catch basin, correct?
That's right.
From there, you're running a 12-inch HDPE at 0.5%. to an existing catch basin?
That's right.
And how far away is that catch basin?
It's estimated to be about 160 feet. Away. The aerial photograph shows that catch basin. It's right here. There's two catch basins. There's one here and one on this side. And the one on this side goes across to this catch basin. Bill and I walked that area on Tuesday afternoon. That's why, one of the reasons why we actually were drawing this so late was because we weren't able to meet with Bill sooner, especially since the previous week was a short week. So that slope way could change, depending on what the inverters on that existing catch basin. But from looking at any catch basin, it looked like we had enough. And the road, even though it's flat, it does start going up once you get to a certain point. You can obviously, yes, obviously it ramps up to the cruise. So we think we could get at least 0.5%. That's why we know that it's 0.5%. But we will be getting the pipe information, the information, and obviously the drawings that say do a bill, we'll have the dots.
I'm a little uncomfortable with a 12-inch pipe at 0.5% slip. That remains at 0.5%, right? I think I'd like to go up to an 18-inch. Because it's more of a maintenance issue. 12-inch pipe plugs easy.
Yes.
It's on that flat slope.
Right.
And they fill up with silt, you'll have an issue, and then you guys will build it, that's the town's problem.
It is. Yeah. It might not, we can let us get the input of the other side so we know what the slope is.
Okay.
If we need to go to 15-inch or 18-inch, I don't see it being a problem. The problem would be that the existing pipe may not be even bigger. Those pipes may be 12 inches. Right. So, they are what they are.
Are you proposing just a corrugated HDPE or have a flow line or anything?
No, it would be
Shell
smooth.
it out,
It would be a smooth interior.
smooth interior?
Yes, it would be like an ABS and wall.
Yeah. What size is that catch basin?
I was thinking that catch basin would be like that, 3x3 square.
That'll be plenty big enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
What kind of grades on top?
it would be whatever the building, the town spec.
I highly recommend the particular,
Oh, yeah. Reticulum, I love reticulum.
because the town's having problems all over about the grates, the cast iron grates that are used, the slotted grates.
Right.
They don't work.
No, reticulum, DOT uses reticulum. They work. Yeah, but most municipalities don't use reticulum. And they are a little bit more, it does take a little bit more design effort to work out the details. And I don't want to bore you with that, but
There are, we admit there's some few details left that we haven't
yes.
worked out.
But I don't think that's going to be an issue there because I think we've got plenty of that to work out.
Those arborvitae's up on the hill,
Yes.
you okay with those, Linda?
Those are the giant arborvitae's, which are not deer friendly, so that's why we use it. They do provide a nice, screen, and they grow fast. That's the advantage of those. But we won't use any other type of those, because the other are deer candy.
Yes.
They don't get wide, right?
No.
They stay pretty
They stay pretty,
4 feet.
they can get wider than that.
Yeah, they,
They're one of the bigger ones. They're not.
Is that why they call them giant?
giant, yeah, I think that's one. They're not the column, they're
Right.
straight.
Are you okay with the layout of those arborvitae?
I was a little concerned because I wasn't sure where that property was located, that they were
We're-
trying to
we're-
screen.
Yeah, it's this property,
And
we're providing it for this and also.
That's the
Friendly forest.
walk on the property.
Friendly forest.
Yeah, we're screened.
This is all wood.
We won't see them anyway. They're way down, they're 15 feet down.
And this is also all wooded area.
yeah, but the woods are gonna be taken out when you grade that slope back.
Not the entire slope. We are gonna keep some of that slope and some of those woods, but those are deciduous trees. So, if you go there currently, there's not much screening. So I think.
Would it be better if they kind of followed the slope there?
But closer down,
Yeah.
for 110. It would probably make it easier for install, just so you're not, going into the wooded areas trying to plant those.
I'm not trying to design it for you, but.
I thought it'd be more like a field, fall. Those are ready to be installed, pick the spot where you don't necessarily cut other trees, but then new trees.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to trim existing vegetation back that far,
Right.
We'd rather not.
Right,
There's so much point, really.
right. I was looking at these more as an infill,
Mhm.
uh,
Because if they're not getting enough light, they won't
Yeah, they
grow
won't.
either, so
Right.
you have to have a
balance.
balance.
So I think the purpose is to maybe provide some screening. The area is bare.
So what's the conclusion, maybe? Lay it down the slope, out of the woods?
I think you could, if the plans say you have a minimum of 12 plants 5 feet high, you could, the note could say that adjusting the field to provide screening for adjacent property
Yes.
for
We
the
saw.
southwest.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have other plantings as well, right?
Yeah, we have a couple of trees.
Did one over here by the sidewalk as well. What is that?
I don't have, there's a landscape. table.
Flowering garden? Favorite street tree, Linda?
Flowering dogwood?
Yeah.
I don't see those called out on the plan. I see.
It's on the feet.
Sorry.
Oh, no, the
It's on the
landscape.
landscape lighting plan. There's a schedule on the bottom page.
There you go.
So it's sometimes difficult to get a flowering dogwood that's gonna be branched high enough to get over that sidewalk as it goes.
You have a suggestion? Maple?
Could be a maple. Or not under the.
No. It's a sweet.
We also have
No overhead wires there. where that tree is going? There's a pole. Oh, there's open lines here.
It may need to be moved back just farther away from the sidewalk, more in line with the middle of the parking lot spaces. Just keep the,
Slope there, right?
yeah, keep the branching above the sidewalk.
Yeah.
17.
Light it on the top of the street instead of, right beside it. Okay.
The sidewalk is in the right of way, but we maintain by.
It's in the town right of way. You're gonna maintain the sidewalk? You know, like, snow removal, you know, because your customers are gonna do it. Yeah.
What, the one on Hoosier Street, though? That's maintained by the town.
Yes. Yeah, DOT doesn't come over.
When they get to it, maybe a couple of days after the storms before they get down
Right.
there. You may want to take care of it before.
Yeah, I think that's what would happen. Is that, you know, they would clear it so that the customers would have access.
Right, at the time they got there,
Right.
you would have it there.
Anything else, Wayne?
Say that the sizing in the plant schedule is deceiving. Typically, the sizing will be per caliper or by height, but not both, and 4 to 6 feet is not typical for plowing.
Yeah. We also did receive comments from the Brunswick Fire Company #1. Steve Wilson, Steve, did you get a copy of that?
No.
I can, you want me to make a copy?
Basically, I'll just review it quickly with you, Knox box.
Yep.
Building, we already talked about that. Deliveries to building, since no local delivery trucks are allowed down or night out, how does this affect the deliveries made to the building? Will the deliveries be made, we need a specific time before the restaurant opens, so trucks can pull in the front and make their delivery?
That's what would happen. It would be coordinated so that it doesn't happen at the same time that people, it's open. Zephyr said 10 o'clock, the restaurant was earlier than that.
So, you're aware that, no deliveries, that's not allowed down there, right?
Yeah,
Okay, number 3, will there be outside sitting? And, if so, the fire company will ask on a metal or wooden railing facing Brunswick Street for safety. I think that's what they have.
yes.
Okay. And then they would request a walkthrough of the restaurant before it's officially open. And they have a question on snow removal, we just talked. I'll give you this copy, he's good.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else have any questions, comments?
Are you going to serve alcohol?
I'm sorry?
Are you going to be serving alcohol?
No. None of these restaurants.
And the mounting height of the light pole on landscape and lighting plan indicates 18.
It is a thing.
Well, it is a 15, I'm assuming 15 foot pole.
Right.
Out of the ground, but that's-
Can you get to that?
15.
15. go to the ZBA.
Okay.
We'll change.
Now, is there changes would be required on the plans at this point, or can they be a condition of approval?
I think you can make it a condition of approval. We'll have to review the plan before he gets his stamp.
Okay. In regards to what's the count? We did get it, yeah, we did get it from the house. The response for Mr. Cameron. Now it's ready for the minutes on that. So, I think we have everything covered here. I think we could move forward if the board so chooses with conditions. I was hoping Andy would be here by now. He's been delayed down in another planning board in Gibson. To basically work our way through this and a little bit more in detail with, he did say on an email to me, he inclined to act and approve the site plan. Conditions to consider may include all required permits, approvals to install the sidewalk along the Oneida and Beach Street.
That would include a DOT permit on the Brunswick street side, and then the town permit that we use on Oneida for the first one.
All required permits and improvements for the driveway. And coordination with the water department and the planning board engineer on stormwater compliance, and installation and maintenance of vegetation, inflow real the parking lot, we already talked about that. So, we could move forward with some conditions. What is the choose? Do you wish to move forward on this? Move it? Sure.
Yeah.
First of all, we need a secret determination. So,
Make a negative declaration on our seeker.
do I have a second on that?
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Now on the approval of the site plan. Wayne, would you like to maybe just state some of the conditions that we talked about
Sure.
as the engineer?
Conditions will include all required permits and approvals from DOT to install sidewalk along Oneida Avenue and any work within the DOT right of way. All required permits and approvals for the driveway into the parking area off of Oneida Avenue, with in coordination with the Brunswick Highway Department, Brunswick Water Department. Wait, let me back up. Permits and approvals for the driveway off Oneida Avenue with the Highway Department. That's one condition. The other condition is coordination with Brunswick Water Department and the planning board engineer on the development of the stormwater infrastructure, we call it. We talked about adding a note to the plans on the landscaping, that it can be as per field conditions, time of installation. We need to mention that all lighting shall be 15 feet in height. Any plan shall reflect that. And say,
Maximum.
um, there's something else we talked about. It all had to do with the planting, so we can kind of make it a condition that you wanted to see the planning schedule revised.
Yes.
Tree.
The shall go tree, move the top slope
Yeah, away from the sidewalk,
away from the
up the
sidewalk.
slope near the parking area. Correct?
I would say, sorry, going back, stepping back to the, should the landscape modifications in the field should be adjusted to provide screening from adjacent neighbors. Southwest.
Got that, Andy?
What about the maintenance on the sidewalk? That be the director about the weekends to the sidewalk? What time does it generally want to maintain?
Yeah, let's put that in there.
You're talking about the Oneida side.
Yeah. There's no other sidewalks on Oneida. The town's not gonna come for that section.
I think it's right.
All
I
right.
think that's all.
Does anyone have any other? Anybody cover everything? Andy, did you get all that?
Yeah, but
Okay. If there's no other conditions, if somebody make a motion with those conditions?
I'll make the motion with the conditions.
I'll second.
Second, is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I guess you're all set.
Thank you.
All right.
It's gonna change.
Were you waiting outside? These boys,
No?
you have the originals and there's some changes. You know, give them to him so we can stamp and so forth. All right, you're all set. Good luck. Okay, next on our agenda is the Walmart site plan amendment. How are you tonight?
Doing well, how are y'all?
Good. All right, just as a note, I believe you were waiting for a response from Brunswick County. We did receive that. This is in regards to notification zoning review action. And it was reviewed by the Brunswick County Bureau of Economic Development and Planning. And basically, it just said that the proposal does not have any major impact on county plans.
Good.
And local considerations shall prevail. Do you have a copy of this?
Mine.
Okay.
We're very giving.
I see that, that's wonderful.
I don't think there's anything else that we were waiting on, except for that. Discuss a few things. The only question I have is, I know we got a review on the last application a fire company. Does the fire company have to get involved with that? As far as, traffic flow?
That's not changing. I mean, it's really just the parking stalls that are changing. The
Right.
traffic is not.
Just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, sure.
Cover all the bases.
Sure, understood. And then I think the only two outstanding questions from last time were the clear distance between the ramp and the parking spaces. And it's about 34 feet, so it's in excess of what's needed for two-way traffic. And then there was some discussion about possibly wanting some bollards added out there, so I don't know if there's been any more thought on that. Those are the only two notes that I had that were kind of out.
Wayne, do you have any questions on your comments on balance?
Well, it wasn't my comment, but I think it's a good idea that we should do something there. Protect that ramp and entryway. You get a fair amount of truck traffic.
Okay. So one on
I would
either,
recommend it.
one on each end of the ramp?
I think so, right at the corner of the ramp and then,
Okay.
So how many ballots, 4 or 2?
Sounds like two. Maybe.
I guess it depends on the spacing, how long is that?
How long is the ramp?
30 feet, you said?
No.
No, it's closer to 20. And it's protected by a rail on the side. so.
Didn't we talk about possibly some additional signage for the trucks? Now, basically, we have to go through that a little bit slower possibly.
Well, we did, there is signage for the the pedestrian crossing.
Okay.
So that signage is on the plan.
Okay. I didn't know whether there was some additional.
There it is, yes.
How is that signage going to be done?
It's in a bollard, so if you're looking at the plan, where the crosswalk comes over, there's a cross-hatched area between the parking stalls. There's a bollard with a sign on that side, so that's facing the traffic coming plain south. And then at the bottom of the ramp, there's a cross-hatched striped area with the bollard and the sign for the traffic heading plain.
So maybe that, all in one. And
Yeah, I'm thinking one where that ramp starts at the corner from the east side of it.
Right.
And we have one on the sign, and maybe another one to protect, where the railing is or where the railing starts. Is that, I don't know if you want to put one at the end of the ramp. I think that's adequate protection.
I thought they came out the door and went right straight across. They come out and
Come out,
Take a turn.
Turns 90 degrees down a ramp. And the ramp's about the height of a curve. It's about 6 inches. So,
I think the bollards are more to protect the ramp.
well,
Than the people,
sure.
honestly.
Sure.
no, I thought they were gonna come out that door and go right into traffic.
No, you would come out and there's a rail, as you're walking out, there's a rail on the right, and in front of you, you would turn left, and walk out.
Just as a comment, just for the benefit of the board, this is strictly an amendment for the park. Other changes have to go before the town.
Correct, and that process is ongoing.
So we will probably get those in a few weeks. or months.
Sure.
So this is strictly for the parking on the pickup park.
And signage, you've included that in your plan, you basically moving them around, right?
That's correct.
It's already signage.
So if we approve this, you're ready to go with this?
Except for installing some bollards, we don't.
light on that parking,
Um,
for your employees to walk out there?
we do, there was a lighting study done, and there was one new head was added to an existing pole out there to make that adequate. So yes, that was considered.
And then your employees all wear high visibility.
That is correct.
Class 2 or class 3?
All right. Does anybody have any other questions? Is there any reason why we can't move forward with approval on this?
We have a decision on the ballots, or
What's that?
what are we gonna do with the ballots?
We're gonna put them in,
So
we're gonna put 2 in.
my suggestion, if I could, my suggestion of that would be just installation of up to 2 ballards per the planning board engineer's review.
Okay, and we can email you directly with
Yeah,
location.
show me something and I'll say yes or no. How's that?
Only two additional are gonna be
2
added.
additional bollards,
Okay,
in addition to the bollard for the sign.
right. I can probably find it, but you have one.
Yes. Got a bunch of old cards.
As long as your email address is the same, that works
Yeah,
for me.
Laser, I got. Brunswick County, still got them. What's that? No, I don't have to.
If I give you a card, can you send me an email?
Well,
All right. Do that.
I'll do it before I leave today.
Oh, perfect. Now, if I have a card.
All right. Okay, is there any other comments from the board? I will entertain a motion. You don't have to speak.
We do. For secret determination.
And who would like to make a secret determination on this? Okay, I'll make it.
Second.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second. Is there any further discussion on that? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, now on the approval of the amendment, with the conditions that Andy stated.
Right, just 2 additional bollards to be added, the location of which subject to final planning board engineering review.
Does anybody want to make that motion with that condition?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? You're all set.
All right, so once we get the bollard sorted out and installed, they can begin using the park.
Subject just final plan, or building departments.
Which,
I don't know what the status
that's
is in
been,
terms of
that's.
CO or certificate of
Oh,
compliance.
about that.
No, but that's gonna deal with the town board stuff.
No, this is simply on the grocery pickup and the
Oh, yeah.
relocated parking spots.
I've done a walkthrough with that.
Yep.
But, they didn't want the CO granted till after the town board act.
Who didn't want the CO grant?
I thought Chuck had said that they weren't gonna grant a CO till after that.
Well, now that this has been subject to a separate site plan amendment
Yep.
review, I think there should be either a certificate of occupancy or whatever you're going to issue, certificate of compliance with respect to the grocery pickup area on the side of the building.
Yes.
The issues about the uses of the front parking lot will be treated separately, but there should be some sign off from the
Yeah.
building department, just the grocery pickup.
Any other questions for us?
You will have a bollard layout tomorrow.
I already sent you my information.
Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that concludes our regular agenda. Is there any new business? I don't believe any. that brings us to old business. I don't think there's any old business. As far as agendas, there is nothing officially on the agenda for the next meeting, which is December 7th. I've already had a discussion with Linda. I may not be making that meeting. She will be my chair at that point. But we also discussed the last meeting in December, which is now on the 21st. 21st is basically the furthest day in the month that you can go. And it's 4 days from Christmas. I know there's some people that will not be at that meeting. They already have plans for vacations. So I think at our meeting, if we have a meeting on the 7th, we can discuss that further. Seems like we don't have an agenda, so I think we probably have to discuss that now.
Well, we could, subject to any new business coming in over the next few weeks. You'd hold your meetings to review new business. Absent any new business right now, there's no agenda.
What's everybody's opinion on the 21st?
We got-
Does anybody plan on being absent on that meeting at this point? Except Linda?
We gotta work, we gotta do it. Well, people like to get their stuff done, you know.
All right,
You know.
then disregard this conversation.
No, I just, you know, if people got in their mind to plan, you know, if they got things they gotta get done to get whatever they wanna get done. They, you know, they gotta have meetings.
Merle won't be back until after the public hearing, right? No.
Excuse me?
Merle won't be back until the public comment. Won't be back until after the town has the public hearing, right?
Correct.
Board.
And that's currently scheduled for the December town board meeting on the 14th. I don't know if the board will act that night, may not act until January, so in all likelihood, this won't be back in front of you, if approved by the town board, until the new year, until January at the earliest.
The only other one that's hanging out there right now is the veterinarian.
What about Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, and,
Right.
I don't know, what, does anybody have any information on that, where they are with that?
Wayne, have you heard anything about DOT comments on that?
No. Nothing. Okay, then, officially, we have no set agenda as of yet for December 17th. So I will entertain a motion to adjourn. I'll make a motion. to adjourn.
Oh, second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you.
It's gonna cut into my kid's Christmas. You don't have to.